We're considering really the following trends as we look ahead to 22 that I think we're going to continue to see. The first is that ransomware will continue to be a major threat, especially for those small to medium-sized businesses. The players, the bad actors, the cyber criminals are getting much more sophisticated. They're being backed by nation states. The tools are getting much more sophisticated. And any business that does not have a 24 by 7, 365-day monitoring solution is really going to be vulnerable as we look ahead. Kind of related to that is extortionware. And that's very similar to ransomware. But what's happening in extortionware as that becomes a major threat as well, looking ahead, is that in addition to saying, hey, I've got your business, it's in, your data, I mean, it's encrypted, we want to then, what happens is they're going to threaten to release it. And so there's a big threat to take this private information and release it to the public, including they're going out and reaching to third-party vendors and partners in that ecosystem. So when that extortionware attack happens, the blast radius is so much bigger than we've seen in the past, because they're just going out there to the partners, to vendors, and threatening to release data. And that's, of course, putting a lot of pressure on the businesses to comply with the ransom. I think also as we look ahead, security awareness is going to be really critical. The human element is still, kind of probably the highest risk factor we have. And so, you're going to need to not only do our annual security trainings that we've always done, but we're going to need to just reinforce those messages over and over again and make sure that, your employees are ready to keep you protected, because that is the single biggest entry point we've got. And I think finally, as we look at the trends, it's really about IT staff catching up. The IT team has been a little bit behind, right? All of a sudden we have this push to work from home. They're scrambling to get everybody transitioned to be remote employees. And because of that, maybe some shortcuts were made on the security front. So it's really time to take a step back. We're kind of used to this new normal of working from home, but let's take a step back, and look at our security best practices. Are they time to, do we need to level those up? Do we miss any? And so I think as you kind of look out there across the landscape, you're going to see a push on leveling up these IT best practices, especially where security is concerned.